Hello everybody, Aragoth here. Today I wanted to do a little deck tech video, a little showcase of something I've been playing with for a while, been refining for a bit. Um, it is my discard Dimir deck. Go right into it here. So it is technically a control deck. It's majority it's a hand hate deck, discard um, with some control elements obviously. Um, so four burglar rats, absolutely love these. I can't say enough about like a 2 cost 1/1 body that's great for just popping in small damage early or keeping for your severed strands, take rid of bigger targets so they're going to trade up. Plus, they trade for a card out of your opponent's hand, which is amazing. And then, of course, into the severed strands, which is just removal. Nice, easy, cheap removal. Discovery Dispersal. Absolutely love this card, especially in this deck. If I'm if I really need the card draw, like say I'm not getting my discoveries or my disinformations, um, I can use it to draw. But honestly, typically I'm actually using it in this deck for the dispersal to get the extra discard. Um, Thought Erasure, I I love getting one of these into my opening hand. Um, just more hand control. Plus it's surveil. Sabotage, obvious. You know, late game, counter their big targets if they actually can top deck them. Because the great thing about this deck is that it does put people in a playing from the top of their deck situation a lot of the time. Um, Disinformation, it's of course my card advantage, major card advantage engine. Um, crazy card. Once it gets rolling, it's completely demoralizing to the opponent. And then four Fell Specters, because extra damage on the discards plus the discarded card themselves is just huge in any type of discard deck. So these are amazing. Now we're running two Price of Fames, um, more Surveil plus hard removal for big targets. Ritual. I run two rituals in the main deck. Um, it will kill my burglar rats, yes, but that's all it will kill. Where it's amazing against um, aggro decks. Um, I keep it in there so that I can best of one this deck and not have to make too many changes. Um, Vraska's Contempt, of course, takes care of Planeswalkers and is removal for other big things. Doom Whisperers finish the game in a stalemate. And then the lands, four Drowned Catacombs, four Water Graves, and then, of course, Islands and Swamps. If you are going to play it in best of three, this is the sideboard that I run. Um, so two Sentinel Totems for Graveyard Hate against Golgari. Moments of Craving I bring in versus aggro. Aggro's just the worst. Golden Demise I bring against aggro. Mephitic Vapors against aggro. Unmoored Ego against control. Ritual of Suits, of course, again against aggro. And then another Vraska's, and two Eldest Reborns um, for the control matchup as well. There's other things you could do. Like, aggro's extremely popular right now. There's a lot of just blue green or mono blue aggro. Um, there's monster decks, green decks running aggro. There's of course always mono reds running aggro. So yeah, there's a lot of aggro hate in my sideboard. Um, Honestly, could probably remove two of the Mephitic Vapors and put in some other more mid-rangier control versus control stuff. But right now, this is the way it sits, heavily based on the meta that I'm playing in. My arena rank is noticeably low because I've been testing a ton of decks for people, um, trying to help them out and see what we can sort out. And when you're testing decks, your rank drops heavily. Um, in the early going, I was really pushing one of my main decks, and I had myself up to silver one, and then I just started pumping out the test decks. But I'm completely confident I'll make it back up there again when I actually care to. Um, for right now, there's not any rewards for ranks, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, so let's just go straight into some games. I wish there was a best of three constructed that we could do. Um, but the regular constructed event is a best of one, and I don't want to have to set it to be purely for aggro. If we just do the latter, then we're gonna have more range in what we see. Constructed event typically is pure aggro decks. So in this deck we can easily keep two landers. Three is preferred, but you can keep two landers. Um, as long as you've got something to play with that 2 mana, right? So it's gonna be a mono red to start things off, not surprising. Mono red is rampant, probably a Steamkin deck. Seems to be all we see these days. He's kept a one lander, which is a little gutsy. Um, I really don't care about the spells. Well, I probably shouldn't have kept that. There's the Steamkin. I probably should have filtered that for a land to see if I could get a land off the top. It's a little silly. Slows me down a turn. Especially if there's no land off on the top right now, then I'm actually really hurting myself. Because you cannot be doing nothing against aggro. Oh, that hurts. So we're gonna have to surveil and draw. So we gotta get some land. I need to keep both of those. And then he's gonna burn. He drops the G2. Oh, another lightning strike. He's really going for the burn. We're gonna Ritual of Suit. What's he hitting me for? Do I survive this even? Wow. Jeez. Yeah. Maybe I want to put some more anti-aggro into it even just for this. Mm, yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to put some more anti-aggro. It's just like I said, the mono red and merfolk aggro decks are through the roof right now. Um, so oh, you can't just swap like that in this form. Silly. Um, so we're actually gonna remove the severed strands in favor of craving. Um, and maybe put in one more. Oh, no, don't I have? Oh, I have. Oh, it's because they're in my sideboard. So we have to fix this. It should just pull from the sideboard. Like this setup is not good. Okay, that should be better against aggro. Let's give it another run. In its standard format that I presented to you, it's great against mid-range and control. Um, if I run into like a white-blue control, then that's where I start moving in the other control stuff off the sideboard. Um, but Grixis control and Is It burn, control burn, it does really well against. So we're going to keep this. We have card draw engine, we have removal, we have healing. We're going to leave it at that. See what we get off the top. Use that to slow down. Just this looks like a mono green. We don't want them getting their mana. We got some good removal against their big monsters now. Rejuvenator. That's okay. He's ramping up. Just gonna hang on to this. Chances are he's gonna play something big on this turn. There's a Beast Whisperer that we don't want to see. Do I want that land? I don't think so. Let's see what else is up there. Um, yeah, I think we're just gonna hang on for another Sinister Sabotage here. Or maybe just Price of Fame it. No, let's get rid of it. I'm actually gonna keep that land. I'd like to get to 6 lands. Big Doom Whisperer for us. Green does not have good answers for Doom Whisperer. That's a source. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of wanted to cast the Discovery. So we'll just be removing him. It's unlikely I see a Vivian Reed in this deck, but I can always just Discovery Dispersal if she pops out. I could really cripple him with the Ritual of Suit right here, but I think I want to. That should be enough to make him want to quit. I'm going to Surveil. Yeah, I'm going to leave that on top. Yep, clear his blocker and he's done. Um, yeah, mono green is definitely not an issue for this deck. No black mana. We don't want to keep that. That that will keep. If you're going to keep a two-lander, it has to be a source of each color. Hopefully there's another land off the top, preferably an island. I would have much preferred to do a best of three constructed run with this for this video. But I feel like well, we keep the rat. I feel like a lot of people do play um, a best of one ladder. So, but hopefully the video helps you whichever way you play. Um, yeah, I don't want to see Sarkon. So we got a dragon deck here. We'll just keep him discarding. He discarded a land, really? Sarkin's Whelp. I don't care. He's close to a dragon, so. I don't think I want the ritual in this. I think we're gonna be seeing bigger creatures. So I want to dig to my harder removal. I mean, I've got Vraskas at the moment. Um, let's get some more discard and draw going here. That's nice. I like that. Don't see too many actually mono red dragon decks, so this is interesting to see how we do. Get rid of another. Oh, Hellkite Whelp. Yeah, he's going all out with the dragons. He has to be pissed that I got rid of that Sarkon. I'm really curious about him discarding that one land. Like, that seems bad. Um, just gonna Moment of Craving and Burger the Rat this turn. I imagine he gets rid of the Shivan Fire, but nope, he's gonna cast it and discard a big card. See, that's a weird play. I don't I don't understand that play. So now we're getting them pretty close to playing off the top of their deck. Like, um, I'll I'll take that. I don't mind eating that damage. Um, we got the Veraskas, so we'll play Disinformation and hold on to Sinister Sabotage. At this point, we're just slowly bleeding him. We're not going to let him play. Well, I'll let him play that. He can play that all he likes. Um, just going to keep attacking. Um, but we're not going to let him play anything big. Yep, it's nothing you can do. It's okay. Yep, still nothing you can do about it, you know. Um, and we'll hold on to the mana for Sinister Sabotage because we don't want to see stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, once you get somebody playing off the top of their deck, they're uh, they're usually going to be in pretty big trouble. And that's why like I don't typically like playing counter spells in a deck that is very proactive rather than reactive. But the Sinister Sabotages really come into play in at that point where they are playing off the top of their deck, and then you're like, nope, you can't play it. It's it just adds to that demoralization that the deck provides. Um, but I think that's enough to show it off. Hopefully, you play the deck a little bit, enjoy it. It's definitely not a tier one deck, um, but it can beat a lot of tier one decks, especially if you sideboard properly in best of threes and stuff like that. It's definitely a deck that you can rank up with. Um, anyways, thanks for watching and happy gaming.